The Conservative MPs are to table a new bill to privatise the BBC and also decriminalise the TV licence. Well, I mean, the first one is done and you don't really need the second one. This is obviously a private member's bill and it has to be selected first, but it's still showing a sign that the Tory MPs in Parliament are actually quite concerned about the whole situation with the BBC, the funding structure, and the whole woke culture that's been dominating the organisation. Now, these are, as I said, at the moment, private members' bills from Peter Bone and Christopher Chope, and we have to wait and see how it happens. But the government obviously are under pressure to, at first at least, decriminalise the TV licence so people actually feel safe. If they don't want to watch the BBC, then they don't have to pay the PTV licence. Now, on today's show, we do have a special guest to interview. It's Calvin Robinson from the Defund the BBC campaign. Who's going to join us in a few minutes. But before we continue, obviously we have talked about the BBC, the woke culture on this channel quite a lot on a regular basis. It's happened again. You know, the whole debate about reopening the schools and kids returning to where they're supposed to go, and the anti-schools, well, I don't know what to call them, the people who are against reopening schools, have been going on TV to interview. And a couple of them have now been exposed to be hard left activists. Yes, one of them is this woman who we found out that she is an Extinction Rebellion organizer. She's also the People's Assembly. She's part of the People's Assembly Against Austerity organizer, and she's a Labour member and obviously a Labour activist. Another one, Labour member. She's also a Chris Williamson supporter. She's a socialist worker writer and a Momentum activist. Yes, these people came on the BBC as concerned mothers and concerned citizens. I know, absolutely ridiculous. The researchers and the producers of the BBC have always claimed that, oh, we forgot to vet them properly. Okay, it's not that difficult to vet them. Just Google their name. Now, the other thing with the BBC is the whole Rule Britannia stuff that we've covered on this channel. At first, they wanted to remove the song from the BBC proms. Then they removed the lyrics. And it got so bad that even Boris Johnson, who, you know, since he became PM, he's trying to be a statesman. He's not really fun anymore. Even he came out to slam the BBC and defend Rule Britannia.
That and they're trying to restrain me from saying this. But if it is correct, which I cannot believe that it really is, but if it is correct that the BBC is saying that they will not sing the words of Land of Hope and Glory and Rule Britannia as they traditionally do at the end of last night of the proms, I think it's time we stopped our cringing embarrassment about our history, about our traditions and about our culture, and we stop this general bout of self-recrimination and wetness. I wanted to get that off my chest.
Yeah, and that's not all of it. Ordinary people out there send a massive message to the BBC and the liberal left because the Land of Hope and Glory is now the top of the chart on iTunes. Obviously people decided to show the BBC and the woke side that you people are out of touch. We still care about British history and our values. Now, to discuss all this, let's go to Calvin Robinson and see what he has to say. Right, now we're joined by Calvin Robinson from the Defund the BBC campaign. He's a campaign champion of Defund the BBC. Welcome to the show, Calvin. How are you?
Not bad. How are you doing? Long time no speak.
Yes, I'm very good, very good. How's the Defund the BBC campaign going?
Everything's going great. People are getting behind it. You know, obviously it's been a grassroots movement since day one, but people are really excited about the prospect of holding the BBC to account and getting rid of this metropolitan liberal elite woke agenda that they're pushing down our throats every day.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one thing that obviously that's come out is that the Tory MPs have this private members bill. There's a couple of them. One is to decriminalise, but also to essentially change the funding structure, the whole model to, you know, they say privatise, but it's denationalise the system. Obviously, it's a private members bill, so, you know, it has to actually go through first to be able to be selected. What are your views on this whole situation? Do you think the Tory government are feeling the pressure to actually change something?
Well, this is the thing. These bills have been tabled for a while. We've got a Conservative government with an 80-strong majority. If they want to get this thing done, they will. So we're really applying more pressure. I don't think they're feeling the pressure enough just yet. We need more heat in the kitchen. We should have decriminalisation of the BBC licence fee by the end of this year. That's what we want to see. And there's no reason that couldn't happen if the Prime Minister and the government get behind it.
So do we have guarantee that decriminalisation is actually coming by the end of the year?
No guarantees whatsoever. This is what I mean. We need more people to get behind the campaign, say, yes, we believe in this. We need to defund the BBC. We need decriminalisation of the licence fee. It doesn't make any sense that people are getting these harassing letters through their door and people knocking on the door, phone calls, emails saying, why have you not paid your licence fee? Just if you opt out of choosing to subscribe to their service. They treat it as a tax and they threaten you with imprisonment if you don't pay it. It is like a racket. It's not right, and we need to get rid of it. And I think people are clocking onto this, and the government needs to pay attention.
Yeah, I mean, one thing is the actual structure and the whole model. The other thing is the actual the culture of the BBC and the people inside it. For example, when it comes to this whole Rule Britannia stuff with the BBC Proms, like it's quite chaotic, isn't it? At first, they wanted to remove the whole thing, then they decided to remove the lyrics. And then you even had the Prime Minister, who's, to be fair, since he became PM, Boris has been less of a Boris than he was supposed to be. He's been, he's trying to be a statesman, and he became boring, now he's making U-turns. But over this Rule Britannia stuff, he's come out and actually showed his kind of previous side, the fun side, and actually defended it.
He did defend it, and quite right too. We shouldn't be ashamed, like he said, of our history, of our culture. We should be proud and celebrate our Britishness. You've got the Union flag behind you right there. There's nothing wrong with that. And for people to sneer at it and look down upon it is wrong. And that's what the BBC does. They're anti-British at this point. They're anti-patriotic. I think last night of the Proms is one of the very few occasions in a year where we're actually allowed to be a little bit patriotic, have a bit of a celebration. It's not the British way usually. We're not bashful like the Americans. We don't have our flag everywhere all the time, but every now and then we come out of our reserved shells and say, yeah, actually we are proud of our history, our culture, and we'll have a bit of a celebration, a bit of a sing-song together, and raise the roof in the Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah, it's weird because the woke side of the BBC have been saying that we need to make all these reforms, cultural reforms, because these things are outdated. But then actually yesterday, Land of Hope and Glory was actually leading in the charts in iTunes, as that people actually send a message to the BBC. How did that feel when you saw that?
Absolutely amazing. I think Lawrence Fox has been fantastic on this, pushing this side of the campaign. We've had, it's not just leading the charts, it's been like first, second, all the way through to the top 12 in the Amazon charts. It's been like the first few in the iTunes charts. These songs mean something to people. It's part of our cultural heritage, and people care. And for the BBC to say, actually, no, it's outdated, we don't need that anymore. And for the normal everyman to stand up and say, actually, wait a minute, who are you to tell us that? Once again, it's these, it's always white, upper middle class, metropolitan elites telling us, they're offended for me and you, Mako. That's what they're saying. They're like, oh, these brown people are going to take offense. No, we're not. We love this. It's an umbrella term, Britishness. We're all a part of it. It doesn't matter our race, our religion, our ethnicity. We can all join together under these songs and our British identity. And if they take that away from us, they're being divisive and stoking up racial tensions where there are none to begin with.
Yeah, it's spot on. And you're absolutely right, because the other week I had a BLM supporter attacking me in public because I was making a joke about myself and my own skin colour. He got offended on my behalf. So I was like, brilliant, that's great, good to know.
It's bonkers, isn't it?
It's so good. But no, thanks again for coming on the show. How do people find you guys, like Defund the BBC and everything? Obviously, you've got the Twitter account and everything.
Yeah, I think the best way if people want to get involved and support the cause is go to gofundme.com/defund-the-BBC and get involved that way. You can follow us on Twitter at defundbbc. I'm at Calvin Robinson. But yeah, the best way is go to our GoFundMe page, I would say.
I'll put it on the screen and also in the description box as well for you guys to actually follow. Thanks again, Calvin. Hopefully I'll see you soon. And have a good day.
Take care.
Well, thanks again for watching. Calvin, as usual, talks a lot of sense. I want to say massive thanks also to the supporters and the members of the channel. It's because of you guys that we're able to continue our work. If you want to become a member, again, check out the link in the description, or just go on youtube.com/mytc/join. There's a lot of perks and benefits. Now, as most of you know, we do have a new daily schedule. I'm going to actually put the whole thing on the screen at the end of the video so you could get used to it. 2 videos a day with various shows. One of the things that we're now doing is a call-in Q&A, where you could actually call me, have a quick chat on the phone, ask you a question, and then you'll be obviously on the show. That's I'll put the numbers on the screen in a minute. But for the members, for you guys, we have something even more special. Let's just say that you actually will be able to be on the video with your face and everything. So we'll give you the details soon. But for now, for everybody, all the subscribers, supporters, members and non-members, the number you need to call is 044 7538 605 412. That's 07538 605 412. The phone lines are open every day between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. UK time. But obviously it's not my personal number, so if you try to troll me or prank call me, it's not gonna happen, guys. But yeah, so call me every day between 11 and 12 p.m. and then on obviously once a week we actually will post the video so everybody could see, and then we'll give you more information about everything else as well. So have a look at the schedule at the end of the video. Thanks again for watching. I'm MyTC. I'll see you guys in the next video.